Hi friends, I am Joel John J from Joel John J YouTube channel as a part of our US medical billing tutorial videos. And now we are going to see about explanation of benefits, and I will show some sample EOBs on screen. And many of them asked me to show the claim forms and explain, but I have shown insurance ID cards first, then UOB. And ERA will be more similar to the UOB. Even UOBs, all UOBs won't look alike or similar. It will vary. Now we will be seeing some 5 different types of UOB samples. And before that, with the sample, I will explain all the main concepts, what are all will be there, what information we have to get from that. And also we will define a lot of things as defined on the sample UOB itself. And then we will be going into various types of UOB, like scenario based, partially paid, fully denied, and uh, adjusted towards deductibles. These 4 scenarios I have UOBs, which we are going to see on this Zoom meeting. So stay till the end, and I will also give a lot of important points. After understanding this and watching all my videos only, if you watch the climb form videos, you can be able to understand. On that also, there will be a need for explaining a lot of definitions. Then and there, I will come up with videos explaining the definitions. Along with that, we will see what are all the blocks which we are going to fill on the climb form. So climb form, the video in which I will show will be a smaller video. You can just type it as UB04 or CMS150 sample on Google, and open and see, view the climb forms that I will show it on the upcoming video. And whenever you see a sample, the data which are on that all, and also what are all the UOBs which I am going to show. These are all dummy number values. These are all not originals of any person. And if it's a resemblance of that, it's just a coincidence and it's not true. Okay, so now getting in, and I'm going to start sharing. So I'm going to share my screen, share it. Now I am going to open the sample UOBs. So from the first, there is the one here, you have got it. So this is where the explanation of benefit sample first page is. So here we have got a lot of definitions. If someone wants to take a notes, please put the stop button and you can take it. And here you have the most valuable information, like amount billed, amount covered or allowed, co-insurance, co-pay, deductibles, non-participating providers, out of packet limit maximum, participating providers, your cost total. I will explain all these things, and you can, if you want, you can stop and take a note of it on your notes. And here comes the first field. You have the subscribers information, where you have the member ID, where you have the group number, where you have the group name, all those. Then you have the explanation of benefits. This being a sample, they have mentioned it as sample, where you have to log in and take a copy of this. View the plan and claim details through secure message and digital health plan information. And they have also given you an option wherein you can send an SMS with this text to this number and download their mobile app. Then if you have questions, they will give the member customer advocate is the member service number, kind of. It's a call center where they will give you the assistance. When you call them, you have to have your very mandatory thing is you have to have your insurance ID card on your hand. That's where you will have your ID number and all those. If you have your ID number, then it's okay. And with your name and date of birth also, they will be able to search. If you don't have it, don't hesitate. Just go ahead and call them and tell your name and date of birth. I have an active plan. Try to find it out. Most probably they will be able to find it out. Then Dr. John Smith, the name of the person. This is a statement showing how claims are processed. This is not a bill. So this cannot be submitted as a medical bill for auditing or any purpose. Then why they are sending this explanation of benefits? This is when we look at the second image, you will be able to clearly understand. This is mainly to know how the processing is happening. What are all the courts paid, what are all denied, how much amount they have billed, how much they have paid, all those I will explain it in details. And here you have the same thing, like what are all the hotline number and those information they are given. This glossary of time is very, terms is very important. They have described only some. This amount billed is something where the doctor bills. To make it in short, if you go without an insurance, what the doctor will charge you, that is called as billed amount. Okay, this allowed amount, the insurance, health insurance company will go and reductions and amount covered, the three terms they have given. If it's in network hospital, what these people will do is they will go to that hospital, and the insurance company will have a deal with them. As you are on our if you come into our network, you will get a lot of patients, because our patients will be given your information as PCP, and that PCP will refer you as a specialist. As you are in network, our members will come, so you're going to get benefit out of it, so give some percentage of discount to us. So that is called as discount reductions. And amount covered or allowed amount, how this comes is, if you go to out of network, in the fee schedule of an insurance company, they will have a maximum allowed amount value for all the CPT, whichever is allowed on your plan. So they won't pay more than that. And also they will have caps based on the location and all those. And for this kind of situation, some insurance company, what they do is, to make it more simple and more easy to negotiate with the doctors and get them come down to the allowed amount, what the technique they will do is, they will go with Medicare plus 50%, Medicare plus 60%, that way. But if you are going for an out of network hospital, and if they say that you have to pay the reftor as patient responsibility, and you are unable to, bargain with your provider, and in the initial admission itself they will say that to you, then you will be in a situation to pay the value difference as a patient responsibility. Okay, so co-insurance. So if you go to the initial in-network hospital, that's one advantage, and co-insurance is another advantage, because this co-insurance percentage will be calculated from your allowed amount. Say that you go for a network hospital, already they have discounted you, say some 20%, and only the 80% is going to be your allowed amount. Only out of this 80%, the 20% will be your co-insurance amount. So again, you are getting benefited. Co-pay is a fixed amount. When you visit on the reception or the billing counter, you have to pay that amount for each and every procedure. There will be a fixed value, that's called as co-pay. And deductibles. Deductibles is a fixed amount for the plan, for that is a two types, family and individual, that I will give the fully explained video at the end screen. You can watch that video and understand clearly. And if you, after you meet this payment, after you spend this much of money, whatever the deductible dollar value given, as if it's given as a family, the family amount should be met. Or if it's given for individual, once the collective of individuals meets the family has met the deductible value, then no individual needs to pay. This you can keep it on sort. Once you finish paying that amount, then only the insurance will start paying. Till that, they won't pay even a single penny. You are paying your full medical expenses from the commencement date of your insurance. Still you spend the deductible value for your health services giving this card. That's very important. Okay. And then non-participating provider, as I already told you, who does not accept the rates for services we set to keep your costs down. Okay. Non-participating people, sometimes they don't accept when you negotiate with the provider. If they come up with the Medicare plus 5% value, Medicare plus 10% value, you can try using that as a key point and negotiate with them. But still, as these are government favors given for underprivileged people, most of the providers will try to refuse. Some of the providers you can influence and try to reduce the bill. But if they allow, that's well and good. Out of packet limit maximum. This out of packet limit maximum is something you pay the deductibles plus co-pay plus co-insurance comes to this out of payment deductible maximum. The insurance will pay you the 100% of the allowed amount for the covered services. The rest for the rest of the benefit period. And this also has a cap called as maximum benefit exhausted. That based on the number of times you visit, number of services you take, and the dollar value as well. If you exceed that, that won't be given. Then participating provider in network and out of network, then the total cost. This is the sum of your co-pay, co-insurance deductibles, and also co-insurance. This comes to a total cost for non-participating providers bill. Okay, so I think now you would have seen the first page would be clear. Now going to the second page. In the second page, you have the subscriber information, that is member ID, group number, your customer advocates or help here to help you. That is the number you can call if you need some explanation. You have the patient name, provider name, claim number. Very important one. This number is very essential, date processed. From this process date, you will be calculating the timely filing limit from the bill process date. Okay. So you have to give this claim number whenever you have a doubt about this EOB. Otherwise, they will be in trouble. Or even you can give the date of service and billed amount, and other values are there. They will itself ask those questions. And here you have the summary. What is the total billed amount billed? This is the what the hospital charges, discount and reductions, or if you are in network, this much will be the difference. This is the different amounts, and the health plan responsibility, this much money the health plan will pay. You may owe your healthcare providers for this service. This much amount, 1,701 rupees, you have to pay to your doctor as a patient responsibility. Other than copay, this amount will be charged to you only when the claim is finalized. So you will be having a date. You will be having some enough date for the payment as well. Minimum 15 days they will take to process the claim. So only after 15 days, and sometimes they do for long. After that only they will generate this bill. After that only provider will bill you for this money. Okay. So here you have the service description. What is the service which is done? Here you have the date of service. Here you have the amount bill. This is what your doctor charges for these services. Here you have the discounts. This discounts amount, I'll show it to you. Okay. So these are the billed amounts for these services. Okay, and here you have the discounts. These are the reduced values. Here you have the amount covered. This is the allowed amount. So this amount minus this discounts will give you the allowed amount. Here you have the non-paid service. This is a non-paid service. Okay, for that the reason will be given here. Does not provide surgical assistance service. So this is a non-covered service. This will be coming from the denial code CO109. So for that denial code, you can try to do your validation. So the total covered benefits approved for this claim is this much. So this much amount will be that's here given here as well. So this $2,219 will be paid by the health insurance company for this. This much is given as a discount, and this is the amount you are going to pay towards your health insurance company. Okay. So here you have some of the notes. Okay. This first one says like, the doctor has billed you for a higher amount, but we have a contract wherein we have discounted these amounts. And the second one talks about this as the surgical supplies, $100. It's not a covered service. They won't be paying for this. Maybe this would be added up for you, or they may discount it. Most of the times this will added up. This will get added up to your this amount. Here it has come as 100, right? That has got added up, and only you come up with this particular value. So this here we have the deductible of $1,000 as well. So this $1,000 is also added up on your cost. If you see this, you will be, if you sum up all this, you will get this value. 1,000 plus, let me come up with a calculator. Okay. Now let me come up with the calculator. Yeah, we have got it. So what we are going to do is 1,000 plus 65 plus 536 plus 100. That's equal to 1,101. So this is the amount billed. Okay. So now how the billed amount and what's the relationship is? The billed amount is the total of reduction, discounts and reduction plus your health plan responsibility plus your patient responsibility. Here your responsibilities are given separately. Deductibles, the copay amounts, wherever you are given a assigned a copay. That copay amounts you have to pay. Then the co-insurance percentage, that's the percentage on the allowed amount. The non-covered services, everything comes to your responsibility. So now I have explained one EOB, and this is an example of partially paid because $100 is not paid. Okay, and another one is fully denied case. So we have got these things. To be erased. Okay, let's adjust and see. Just try to remove this. Oh. Still it's not going. Okay, now it's got clear. Okay, so now in this case, what we are going to do is we are going to see the denial, fully denied claim. CO109. This is for the same reason. Here, CO109, what is that? Claim not covered by the payer contract. On this payer contract, they don't cover for this service. And the service date is here, service end date is here. So it's within a date service. And you have the CPT codes here. 99234. So now what we can do is we will be going in Google. I will just clear this annotations. So now what we are going to do is we are going to find out what is the service for this fully denied CPT code 99234. So for observation, so this is not covered as per the plan, so they have denied it. So this is the entire billed amount. So total paid is 0 because everything is denied by the denial code 990 CO109. Okay, here you have the patient account number, insurance ID, the control number, all those. So what you can do is you can call up to the insurance company and check for the common questions, claim not covered as per the by this payer as per the contract. So this is the denial code. So you have to ask for the, tell that you might have the coordination of benefits issue to resolve. So if it's not covered on this particular insurance, if you have a secondary insurance, you can try billing them. So that's the one remedy for this particular type of denial. Or else if other insurance are also not covering that, you can ask them to, where you can also check with them for service not covered. Do you follow the MCD and LCD guidelines? And if the CPT has a valid medical reason for this ICD-10 code, for what the ICD-10 code given on the clinicals, you can also check with the rep whether it could be covered. So this is a sample for fully denied case, which I have given to you. So again, I will show you what are all the things we have to note here. So you have to note the denial code, which is given as adjustment codes. This is the code. And for this, you have to come up with the questionnaires and check for any secondary insurance, whether it's acceptable there, or you have to negotiate with the rep based on medical necessity, whether they follow the LCD or MCD codes. Okay. Then you have to clear So you have to take the fourth one. So this is also another one sample for the same denial code CO101, but it's here given as EBN. Here you have the subscriber information. So if you need more information, you have to call to the customer service, their date and time of service and the timing. And here it's given as given in Spanish, I guess. Okay. And here you have the scenarios. And you have the in-network deductibles and out-of-network deductibles, out of packet, and for out of network coverage, what is the out of packet values. So these are also given here. The deductibles also varies for this plan between in-network and out of network. So everything is given here. They have mentioned clearly this is not a bill. And here you have the claim number. So the things to note here are, here you have the claim number, and here this is the one which is not paid. Okay, for the rest you have been paid. Okay, just $50 is not paid. But the thing here is the deductible itself comes to $700. So only $50 will be the patient responsibility. For this, here the member savings is here, because the allowed amount is only $700. So you are saving, in spite of the fact the whole amount is going to you as deductibles. Some people ask, in still the deductible period, there won't be any benefits for them. Even the deductible is charged on the allowed amount value. So when you are within the deductible range also, you are saving this much. $325 is the savings you have as you have this health plan. Only you are paying the $700 rupees, as he in this case, as one is denied. The same thing, denial reason is service not covered. Again the same procedure, LCD, NCD, MCD codes, do they accept? Then you have to search it with the ICD-10 code and CPT code, whether it's medically necessary. That also I will show it on you on one video in future. So 750 is the total amount they have to pay. So this is a scenario in which the patient responsibility comes fully, and also there is one denial which is CO101. Okay. So again, I have to go with the last one. That is the fifth one. So this is what's the scenario is fully paid. Here they are paying for the full amount. So okay, here you have the insurance. This cannot be used for tax purpose. This is not a bill. The member name and other details, blah blah blah. Here you have the data service code, and here again you have here the total charges, not covered, reason for not covered, everything is there. But this is a fully paid amount. So there is no, the reason is given, like services. What are the services? For the code, the services are mentioned here: general pharmacy and emergency room service. PPO discount has been applied. Emergency room co-payment applies. So there is a co-payment applied. But if you see here, yeah, $200 is applied towards co-pay. But here it's mentioned as paid as 100%. And here is subjected to a co-insurance. So here they have reduced the discount value. So in this case, the patient responsibility is shown here. So $200 plus $331 has come as the patient responsibility. This total net payment is something which is paid by the insurance company, and this much you pay, so that you come up with the total value. So why we call this as fully paid is there is no denial. You are paying, they are paying, you are paying a patient responsibility, but no code is denied. For the full discounted amount, you are having a certain amount as patient responsibility, and there is no denial. So this is called as fully paid. But still remember, even if the EBC explanation of benefits says fully paid, if the full, you have to cross check whether the full allowed amount is paid. Else you have to call up to the insurance company and ask why, what's the reason for the difference. And this is just an explanation of benefit. Sometimes they may miss out something here as well. You have to check it with your claim form. That's when the accounts will be pakka clear. Okay, friends, thank you very much for watching. Look at the videos and playlist on the end screen, and also in the initial time the card would come. Click on that and as well check for that. Press the thumbs up icon below this video. Subscribe. Wait for the bell symbol and enable all. We press that and enable all notification and watch all my videos. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Bye bye. It's your Joel Janji signing off from you. Bye.